Hi, my name is Selma, and I am a member of the Insight team. And today I am going to walk you through the graduation progress feature on Insight. You can use the graduation progress feature to look at credit accumulations and exam scores for individual students in your school and see how students are moving towards completing their graduation requirements. The data in the graduation progress feature is updated from stars every morning, and if you make a change in stars, you will see that change reflected on Insight the following day. Choose a student from the student list. By default, all your students are on the student list. You can search for individual students by clicking on the search bar and searching by name or by their student ID. You can also use the filters in the student list to find groups of students. Let's say you just want to focus on your students with IEP in grade 11 and 12 only. I'm able to see the filters that I applied and the number of students that fall within those filters. After you have selected a student, below the student's name, you are able to see that there is a drop-down menu of different diploma types. By default, you will see it's set to the Regents Diploma. For all students, you can choose the 3 different diploma pathways: Regents Diploma, Advanced Regents Diploma World Languages, Advanced Regents Diploma Art. Again, these 3 options will always show up whether or not the student will graduate with that option. If your school provides career and technical education CT programs, you will see the 4th pathway, which is the Advanced Regents Diploma, CTE. And if you have selected a student with IEP, you will also see a graduation diploma pathway for local diploma. Now, let's go to the overview section. The overview section here presents the general information about the students, such as the number of years they've been in high school, as well as their progress based on credits, exams, or overall status. You can also see if the student has a proficiency level, their IEP. You can also see that there are student demographics, such as their ethnicity, when is their birthday, their age. You can also view attendance data at a quick glance if there's any post-secondary information, such as their SAT scores, the ACT scores, if the student has submitted a CUNY application, or if they have submitted a FAFSA or a TOPS application. The course credit section indicates the number of credits a student has accumulated towards graduation. This shows the progress towards fulfilling all the required credits. Credits needed for graduation. In this chart, you can see the credit that a student needs for graduation. Any completed credits in which a student has earned will be marked as blue. And if you click on a credit, you are able to see the student's grade for the course, who the teacher was, the course title, and when the student took the course. In progress credits, you are able to see a highlighted purple outline on that credit. Credits that a student still needs to take are blank. In subjects where students need particular courses towards graduation, that course will be indicated in this chart. Credits that are in excess of those required for graduation are listed in the additional credit section. And credits that a student attempted are in the unearned credit section. You can click on a course in either the additional credits or unearned credits to view more information. The unearned credit section will only appear if the student has taken a course and they did not pass the course. Exam requirement section. The exam requirement section has a box for every required exam. Like the credits, the boxes become blue when the student has passed the required exam. You can click on a box to see more information about that exam. In the additional exam section, you are able to see any past exams that are in excess of requirements, as well as exams that the student took but did not pass. Now, let's say you would like to choose a different diploma. You can choose a new diploma type by going back up to the top of the page, selecting on the different diploma you want to view. So from the default Regents Diploma, we can go to view the local diploma, since the student that we selected is a student with IEP. Now, once we go back down to the course credits section, we can see that everything will stay the same as the Regents Diploma, but in the exam section, scores of 55 or higher will be counted as passing and are displayed in blue. If you would like to select a different diploma type, such as the Advanced Regents Diploma CTE, if your school offers CTE programs, you will see that the charts of the page will update to show the requirements for that diploma type. We are able to see that in the credits needed for graduation, we are able to see the 10 credits CTE requirements that are needed for this pathway. And we are able to view the note that says students need to complete 47 credits, including 10 credits in a CTE sequence to earn an advanced Regents Diploma through the CTE pathway. The upcoming section details the Diploma Endorsement Requirements section. This section is visible to only students enrolled in a New York State approved career and technical education or CTE program at their school, allowing you to track a student's progress towards obtaining a CTE technical endorsement under diploma. You can view the CTE sequence name here. You can also view the CTE program's name, which is here. And you can also see the classification of instructional program or the zip code for the program the student is participating in. In Insight, the following requirements are used to track a student's progress towards earning the technical endorsement, which are credits, career and financial management, work-based learning, technical assessment, and the employability profile. Beneath the description, you are able to see a legend which will help you understand which requirements have been completed and which are still pending. If you see a blue clipboard with a check mark on it, that means that the requirement is finished. If, on the other hand, you see a gray clipboard, that means that the requirement is not yet completed. Now, let's go ahead and examine the credit section. Before expanding the row, we can see a progress bar. This bar will show you how many required credits the student has earned in a NICET approved course sequence identified by the STARS Admin CT Program Manager. If the student is currently enrolled in a required course, you will see a purple outlined segment indicating the credits that will be earned upon successful completion. You can view the number of credits the student has completed and the credits the student needs to complete for this program and this credit requirement to be completed by looking at the description next to the progress bar. Now, when you expand the credit section, we are able to view the required courses the student must take and pass. Only these required courses will be reflected upon the progress bar. If the program a student is enrolled in and offers optional courses, those courses will be listed under optional courses, while the credits in the optional courses does not count towards the progress bar. They do count towards the requirements for earning an advanced Regents CT diploma. Each course appears as a box, and the box color indicates the student's completion status. As we saw before, the credits needed for graduation chart, we can see that a blue solid box will indicate that the student passed the course. A solid red box will indicate that the student failed the course. A purple outline means that the student is currently enrolled in the course. And if a box is not filled, that means the student has not yet taken the course. If I want to learn more about the course, I can click on a course and a credit detail box will appear. In this box, I can view the course name, the number of credits, the teacher the student took the course with, the date that the course was taken, and if available, the course grade. The following requirement will be the career and financial management section. Depending on the school and the program, you may encounter two different views in this section. The CFM requirement consists of one course credit or 54 hours of embedded instruction within the program course sequence. Now, for this school and this program in particular, we can see that the school for this program offers a standalone CFM course, which is listed under the CFM section. In this case, we can see that the student has successfully completed the standalone course as indicated by the course being shaded in blue, and a blue clipboard with a check mark shows that the requirement has been met. Now I'm showing you a different school that does not have a standalone course for the program the student is enrolled in. Schools with embedded CFM content in various required courses will not see a clipboard next to the CFM heading until the student has passed all of the required courses in the credits section. Once the course sequence has been completed, meaning all the credits in the required courses section has been met, we are able to see that in the career and financial management section, both the career management section and the credit section have been both marked off as completed. The next requirement we will be looking at is the work-based learning section. This requirement will be marked on Insight as completed when the course code WBLHR was entered in stars with a passing mark. Once it has been entered into stars, you will see when and which term the code was entered and in which school year it was entered as well. If available, you are able to see the role the student had in the place that the student worked at. And if the student had multiple roles at multiple workplaces, there'll be multiple entries, each listed on a separate line. If a student has completed WBL hours, but the requirements appeared incomplete and Insight, schools should confirm that the course code was entered correctly into stars. The next requirement will be the technical assessment requirement. For this requirement to be marked as completed on Insight, the student has to fulfill the following 3 parts of the technical assessment, which are written examination, demonstration of technical skills, locally developed project or portfolio, and if available, required exams. Insight considers this requirement to be fulfilled once any of the following course codes with a passing grade is entered into stars. The 3 course codes that could be entered into stars will represent the completion of all 3 parts of the technical assessment. Course codes are JXCTE, JXCTE2, or JXCTE3. A single technical assessment code, your use of either JXCTE or JXCTE2 or JXCTE3 depends on the number of attempts that the student makes within one term. When the requirement is completed, Insight will display the entered JXCT code, which will include the term, the school year, and the list of required exams for the program as recorded into the STARS program manager. In this example, we are able to see that the school entered a JXCT2, which means that the student passed all 3 parts of their technical assessment requirement on their second attempt in term 2 in 2022 to 2023 school year. Lastly, we are going to see the employability profile, which is one of the requirements on Insight that we are unable to track due to the information not being digitally tracked. Insight does note that the school is responsible for maintaining a printed, signed copy of each student's employability profile. And this concludes the diploma endorsement requirement on Insight. Next, we will look at how to print this report. You can download or print multiple reports at once using the option below the student list. Based on how you filter your student list, you will be able to print reports for those students. If you have not selected any of the filters, you will be able to download or print all the reports for all your students. You can specify the diploma type you will like to print out of these reports by clicking on the radio buttons. The local diploma option will only be available if every student in your student list has an IEP, and the CTE Advanced Regents Diploma will only be available if you are a CTE high school. When you download PDFs for multiple students at once, they will be the same diploma type. You can download all of your reports in one PDF, which each report will contain 3 pages of the file. You can also download a folder containing all of the reports as separated PDF as well. And that concludes our graduation progress feature walkthrough. I hope you found this helpful. To learn more about Insight, please check out our other videos, which can be located in each feature summary. Thanks.